Good evening. Nicole, right? Is this Emma? Oh, did we exchange WhatsApp? I learned about you from another mom friend. We just moved to a new school and I'm worried, especially about my son. I contacted you with a request that our kids get to know each other too. Oh, so that's what you meant. Of course it's fine. I really hope he gets used to life soon at kindergarten. Really, I hope he gets used to it too. But honestly, I feel bad for my son. In order to produce results for my husband to succeed in life, he's been transferred from Washington to another branch office. So, y'all came here from Washington? Isn't it difficult in an unfamiliar environment? Yes, it is. Compared to Washington, it is indeed a regional office. Well, it's a regional area because it's lower ranked than Washington. That's different from the capital. Yes, it is. I knew it was going to be lower ranked than Washington, but I didn't think it was such a dreary place. What's the point of being in the countryside if you don't have anything to do? I always wonder. The person's hometown? I wonder if there's a connection with the company. Huh. If that's why you moved here, will you be moving back to Washington in a few years? I guess so. I see. Then I guess the kids will miss each other when they have to say goodbye. I know you don't want them to feel lonely. Does that mean you don't want them to have anything to do with my kids? No, that's not what I meant. I wouldn't exclude them from any group because of that. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Even if we do have to leave, it would be nice if we could meet up once in a while. I'm glad you said that, thank you. By the way, what does your husband do for a living? Oh, I don't have a husband. We got divorced right after my child was born, so... Huh? You did? I'm so sorry. You're working now or something, right? Work? I don't work at night. What do you mean? Being a single mother, you must have a pretty hard time making ends meet, right? I just thought you would have work at night or something to make ends meet. Oh, that's what you mean. There may be some families like that, but I don't. Huh, I see. Well, can I ask you something? What is it? Does your son eat well? Well, yes, he eats normally every day. He's kind of a picky eater. He does have some things he likes and dislikes. That's not what I mean. Yes? Then do you get angry suddenly? Or unstable mentally? I don't think so. Why do you ask that? Because it seems that some children do strange things because they don't get enough love. If we get involved with such a child and my child is affected, that would be a problem. I think you're being incredibly prejudiced. I'm not like that. Can I ask you not to do that? Honestly, I think it's rude. Because that's what you think when you hear the word single mother? I'm just saying what everyone thinks, right? I think there's a big amount of that kind of prejudice, but I don't think everyone thinks that way. Not all single mother families are like that. Emma, you're free to think whatever you want, but I don't think it's a good idea to ask in that kind of way. It makes people uncomfortable. Huh? What's with that tone? It's disgusting. As a single mother, can you not talk to me like that from a superior position? My husband is about to make $10,000 a year. There's a world of difference between you and me. But I feel bad about it. I just want you to avoid talking about me that way. So you're saying you're forcing that on me? Isn't that just rude? Do you think you're allowed to take away my freedom as a rich person? It's not about being rich or anything. No, I'm sorry I coerced you. Maybe you should think a little more before you speak. Do you know what kind of position you are in? First of all, you're a poor person, and you're pointing the finger at me. It's not right. Yes, sorry. I just need to know. Well, you seem to have caught on pretty quickly. I'll keep you company. You should be grateful. Okay, thank you. I'm so sweet, right? Normally, this is where the harassment would start, with revenge and all. I'm sorry. I should have thought whether you'd feel bad or not before I said it. Yes, be careful about saying the wrong thing, especially to a rich person. It's important. Keep it in mind. Yes, I will be careful. Yes, I'll call you later. Excuse me. Emma, can I have a word? Nicole, what's up? We all got together the other day, didn't we? And I was wondering if you could stop trying to get me to only prepare sweets. Would you please not do that? Why? I think I gave you a good role. I didn't even prepare them before. I think it's not right someone has to be the fixture or something. People appreciate it, you know. It's a nice thing to do, isn't it? It's nice to do something that's appreciated. Emma, didn't you say, I'm not going to ask you again? Are you going to keep making me buy every time from now on? That's okay. I paid for all the snacks for everyone, didn't I? You're eating snacks for free, so can you please stop complaining? If that's the case, I think it would be better if we all go out and buy snacks and bring it in. What? Are you trying to stop me from what I'm doing, if it's what I want to do? I told you poor people not to get carried away. You still don't know your place. No, I'm not complaining to harass you. I'm just saying right before the gathering, they sent me only a rough order. It was a lot of work, researching what to buy and so on. Ah, that's what you mean. Poor people don't have as much time to spare, do they? By the way, today is Saturday. How could you attend the gathering? What do you mean? That single mothers don't have time off from work, right? Is that what you mean? Well, I was able to attend today because I took the day off from work. I knew it. Then you didn't have to come, you know. You could have just brought snacks beforehand. You're telling me just to bring snacks? What do you think I am? Well, if I'm being honest, I think of you as a slave. The kind of person who researches goods at the restaurants in advance and delivers me my sweets. No way! Do you really think I wouldn't have been offended by such a thing? Imagine how you would feel if someone said that to you. I am not like you, Nicole. Because I am rich, you can ask me to understand someone who is in a completely different situation. Nicole, do you understand how homeless people feel? Okay, that's enough. I realize that it's useless to discuss things with you, Emma. I will not get involved with you anymore. Don't be silly. No point in discussing it. I'm the one who can say that. Besides, if you stop seeing me, you'll be all alone. That's not true. Now, if you'll excuse me, I wonder if you're blind to the reality of the situation. If you apologize to me later, I'll ignore it. Hey, people aren't listening to me. Explain what's going on. What is it suddenly? I don't know why you're accusing me without any explanation. I told everyone to stay away from you, but no one will listen to me. Why is that? Some of the mothers have known me for a long time. Emma, you came in after and said that out of the blue. Do you think they'll follow you? Shut up! I suggested that I would take everyone on a trip or something, right? And yet, you didn't even show signs of hesitation. Ah, so that's how you were trying to catch me. But you're never going to get to me to shake my head, are you? Because that's what I do with my mom friends every year. What? I don't understand. Do you know how much money it costs to take mom friends on a trip? I think you're going to mistakenly go to the park around the corner for a trip. No, what are you talking about? I've never seen anyone call that a trip. I always just take the train. It's not that close. Are you kidding me? Why would you have that kind of money? I don't like to spread the word or anything about this. You seem like trouble, so I'll tell you. I run a company with annual sales of $5 billion. So, to be honest, I have no trouble with money at all. $5 billion? You're kidding, right? It's true. This company is the one that makes WhatsApp. If you look up my name, you'll find it. Oh my, it's true. Yes, that's what I mean. If you're satisfied now, that's good enough. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait a minute. No, please wait a minute. What is this? I'm sorry for all of this. I thought you were poor and misunderstood. Seems like you've cleared up the misunderstanding. Yes, from now on, I hope we will get along. Get along? That's impossible. Impossible? I apologize, and I won't say anything strange from now on, okay? Just because you apologize doesn't mean that I forgive you. I won't have anything to do with you, Emma, from now on. I don't know what the other moms will do if it's that kind of attitude you had. I think many of them might reconsider how they want to socialize with you. Please don't say that. I want to continue to get along with everyone I have become friends with. Get along? We were all troubled by you with your self-centered attitude, to be honest. So I don't think it's possible to repair the relationship. Oh, but don't worry. I will not harass your son. I'm sorry. I will not behave strangely anymore, so please forgive me somehow. No matter what you say, I will not change my mind. Please think that you've done something irreversible and give up gracefully. Ah, yes. Then that's fine then. Just because you're rich doesn't mean you have to make it a big deal. At best, you'll regret it. You're really changing your attitude, aren't you? Well, it's fine, now if you'll excuse me. May I have a word? Emma, since you stopped hanging out with us, I know you've been hanging out with another group of moms. What do you want now? I need to talk about something. You're going to be polite again? I really don't understand you. If you want to ask advice, why don't you just ask your current mommy friend? It's something I can only ask you, Nicole. Can you listen for a minute? I'm going to decline. Why not? I haven't asked you anything yet. It's weird that you're asking me, who is the opposite of a good friend. First of all, it's strange. If you're asking me for a favor, please find someone else. I really need you to listen to me. Please. I don't want to. I don't want to get involved. I don't think anything good will happen. Please. I will keep calling and calling you until you say yes. I'll keep asking you in person. Huh? Okay, I understand. I'll just listen, okay? Thank you very much. Actually, I've started investing. I see. Investments are becoming pretty popular these days, aren't they? That's why I started Forex. Oh, I see. I decline. I haven't told you anything yet. You don't have to ask. I bet too much in the heat of the moment and kept losing. I lost all my money. That's right. Then the amount of money you lost... You want to ask me to give you the money you lost, don't you? No, I don't want to ask you to give the money to me. I want you to lend the money to me. Even if that's the case, of course I refuse. Please? I don't want to. Please, I really need you to lend me the money. Then let's talk about your husband and make a repayment plan. Then, if you use the formula I owe you, I will reconsider. I can't tell my husband, so I had to ask you, Nicole. That's what I thought. Then I can't do it even more. Why not? I can pay you back from my husband's salary. Even if so, I can't do that because I don't trust you, Emma, at all. Please give up. Why? I have the ability to pay you back, so please think about it. You'll get it back so you won't lose anything, right? You talk down to people. You get angry when you don't get your way. I don't want to help people like that. It means you lose money just by getting involved. Why is that? I'm really in trouble. Just because you're in trouble doesn't mean you can get help. Well, if my mom friends around me right now were in trouble, I would do my best to help them. Oh no. It's terrible of you to abandon me. Networking is not easy to make. Just because your husband makes a lot of money, no one will care about you just because your husband makes good money. You have now stepped on the realm of other people before you abandon them. From now on, I will be a solid person. So, for once... You don't seem to understand, so please excuse me. Please do your best to get your husband to forgive you. Wait! Don't ignore me, please answer me! Emma gave up borrowing the money from me, and she told her husband that she spent quite a bit of their savings. Naturally, he scolded her a lot. In fact, this was not the first time Emma had spent her savings. But She always had a habit of spending money. In the end, they did not get a divorce, but she was restricted from spending her own money. Her credit cards were also compensated. She no longer has a big attitude toward everyone. On the other hand, I'm going to a nearby beach next week with one of my mom friends. It's their way of saying thank you for all the trips I've taken everyone on. This time, my mom friends are going to pay my portion of the trip. I'm so happy to have good people in my life.